viewers and subscribers, welcome back to another video. It's the boy SAE. Big up on yourself and thank you all for tuning in to this one. Coming up in today's video, guys, gonna zoom in and Carlos Brathwaite fears that lack of continuity in selection is hampering the side. So, as we all know, people, matter of fact, before we go any further, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell to be the first alerted whenever a new video is uploaded, and don't forget we are on our way to 20,000 subscribers. So, I really appreciate all the loyal love and support and subscribers that tune into the channel and show your support. Appreciate it. It's been a long journey, and a lot of stuff happened, guys, but you guys have always been here and I appreciate all of it. I know I don't really say that much, but I really appreciate all of you guys' love and support for the sport that we all loved. So let's get back and track, people. The West Indies currently is in England preparing for the second test starting off tomorrow, or whenever you're seeing this video, it will start off on Thursday at the Trent Bridge, and Carlos Brathwaite, I think he's over there doing some commentary work or something like that. But he was in an interview where he was saying that he believes that the lack of opportunity and the non-selection of Taylor and Shanapal is really costing West Indies. I don't want to say he said that and he said that. I'm gonna let you hear the entire article what he said. You understand, people? I don't want to mistake him, but he wasn't pleased that Taylor and Shanapal was dropped, and he was like, if you want players to do well, you have to give them opportunity, and if they're not getting opportunity, the next time they come around and they're going to falter. But let's dive into it. You understand? But let me your ears and there's generation Nepal not here now. So if there is no consistency in selection, Carlos fear the continuity in selection hampering the side. As I said in the intro. So as we know, Carlos Brathwaite has branded West Indies' performance in the opening test against England as definitely not good enough. And believes the team should have prepared for the series by playing in Ireland. You know, as we know, I already did a video this morning, guys, where I basically told you guys that the West Indies lost by 114 runs in the first test at Lords, ahead of the second test in Nottingham on Thursday. Former West Indies all-rounder Carlos Brathwaite has urged the team to prepare better for future tours in England. He said, and I quote, I think the planning could have definitely been better. Brathwaite said, speaking on the latest episode of the TV Varney and Tuffers Cricket Club podcast from Telegraph Sport. Before the series, West Indies sent an academy side to Ireland, and the team lost both first class games and were also whitewashed 3-0 in the one-day series. Brathwaite, as I said, believes that the test players should have gone to Ireland to prepare for the England series rather than use the Ireland tour to give younger players experience. Right? I had a few chat with a few people, There was a West Indies emerging versus Ireland in Ireland, said Brathwaite, who hit 4 consecutive sixes to win the 2016 T20 World Cup final against England in Kolkata. I think at this stage with the West Indies, we're looking to cast the net as wide as we possibly can to get as much cricket as we possibly can. But then we forget that the boys at test level actually aren't playing a lot of cricket either. So he's saying that the lack of cricket is really hampering the West Indies test team, and they normally get 2 to 3 tests per year, people, and meanwhile some team getting 5, 6, and we all spoke out on this unfairness couple of times, but as you see, he isn't really giving the West Indies at any time of the day and really listening to us or the fans calling for test cricket. So sometimes people, I know the team didn't really adjust properly, to the first test, but some of the time we can't blame the team. People have to blame ICC, even though the West Indies, team should be ready for any situation. But at the end of the day, if you're not playing consistently, how are you going to do fantastic when it comes on to showing up? So you have to constantly doing the thing to really get used to it. And as I said, or as people might say, winning is an habit. And if you can continuously win matches, then you understand where we mean hobby never lost. No, and but let's continue. People would urge, people would argue, well, does playing in Ireland prepare you for facing Jimmy Anderson at Lords? But I would rather prepare by facing subpar bowling in Ireland, with all due respect to their players, than face subpar bowling in West Indies if I am coming to England. That's Carlos Brathwaite opinion of people. West Indies full test squad played only a solitary 3-day match in Beckenham before the first test at Lords, and the intense schedule for the series also leaves no room, for warm-up games in between test matches. If you guys watch the warm-up matches, I think Michael Lewis and also Kurt McKenzie got a half century. That's the reason why we saw these two debutant, this one debutant, but open the batting. But either way, there wasn't anybody else who could fit that position. Even if you look at the bench strength, I like Kevin Sinclair, and his batting is pretty good. I would love to see him in the squad, but unfortunately, he's not a part of the second test. But he's a good quality player, but he's not really getting as much opportunity, and it's hard to drop a man. We thought they would have rushed Shamar Josie based on the nickel he faced in the first test, but unfortunately, he recovered in time, and the West Indies selectors stick with him, and you know basically go along with him for the second test. So let's continue. Brathwaite believes that the current West Indies team are still finding their identity as a test side. He urged the batsmen to be more aggressive at Trent Bridge. They've gone from that calypso and a little bit of flair and being exciting to now trying to be this prime this prim and proper test cricket team, and they haven't quite struck the balance yet, and I think they will eventually, but I would like to see them come and give it a go, or a good go. If it's in your area, play shots. When we bring players from first class cricket, we have had success being flair players and expressive. Allow them to be expressive. Brathwaite also fears the lack of community continuity in selection. He said Tejnari Napal was on the last trip. He's not here now. So if there is no consistency in selection, then you don't always harbor the freedom for the players to be able to express themselves and feel. So people, do you believe that the exclusion of Teja and Shanapal is hampering this West Indies team or not? Because as I said, everybody have their opinion as regards to the test squad and who should be in the test squad and rate. But what's your take on it? Leave it down below. Big up on yourself. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Little more.